Hello, once again, welcome to your Biological Sciences Combined course. I just wanted to actually give you some extra information on how to be successful on this course. There are some things that I need to go over. They're not as clear as they should be on the syllabus, so please listen to the entire video. Let's go ahead and start by going to the syllabus. The first thing you should do when opening the syllabus is go ahead and take a look at the no-show deadline policy. Um, you need to email me with an acknowledgement um, acknowledging that you read and reviewed the classroom rules and procedures prior to September 3rd, and it should say 2019. I'll go ahead and fix that. Um, Then scroll down and you will have your withdrawal policy. It explains there when can you withdraw and what that will do uh, to your transcript. And it needs to happen before November 8th. And once again, 2019, I'll go ahead and update that. Hopefully you would not need to do that. Continuing to scroll down, just make sure you read all those resources and information, and make sure that you actually take a close look at how this course is going to be graded, all the work you have to do for this course. There are 4 exams and a final essay. Uh, you have about 7 quizzes, 30 points each. And then very important to remember, this course is a course with a lab component. And the only difference between you taking the face-to-face classes is that this class, the lab component, those are virtual labs, which are as good as the real labs. The only difference between these labs and the labs that you take on a real class setting is that these labs will always give you results. There's no way you can mess up um, the outcome of a result. In a real lab setting, there's a little bit of human error, and some things may work, some things may not work. And so we had to get into that particular area, the gray area, where maybe we did not get these results because in this one you will always get your results. So to me, uh, it allows for a better understanding of what's going on and the concepts and the skills that you need to learn. So those are very important. There are 10 labs that you need to complete. I am not going to lie to you, they are time consuming. And so I will give you a couple of a little bit of an advice on how to complete them. And then last but not least, there are the discussion forums. There are 4 of them, 20 points each. Those are very important. I need you guys to engage and make sure that you follow the instructions and submit the amount of entries that are required for you to get the full score for each one of them. And those instructions are on the actual discussion forums once you click on them. And then you have your percentages there. But most important also, or also important in this syllabus, you have your schedule. When is it, and due dates. Those are very important. So your quiz number 1, it opens on September 1st and it is due September 7th. Let me tell you a little bit about quizzes since I have it there. Quizzes in this course are like open book, open note quizzes. Once you open them, what you can do is you can print the quiz and you can go to your book resource, which you can access from this link, Macmillan Learning, and that'll give you the e-text. And once you are there, you can actually look for the answers or make sure you get the right answers. I want to remind you this course um, the questions that you're gonna get are not knowledge questions, but rather they are critical thinking comprehension questions. That's what this course, that's the skills that this course are trying to, or is trying to actually teach you how to think critically. So you need to put two and two together to get the right answers. Very rarely you're gonna get like a question in which you can figure out the answer right from the get-go. So do not try to do these quizzes or these assessments the last minute before they're due, because they're going to take a little bit of time. And once again, the whole purpose of them is to make sure that we develop those critical thinking skills. So printed, as long as you don't submit it, you can keep going back to it. Once you have all the answers, go ahead and enter them and then submit them. So uh, there's no reason why you should not get a perfect score in every quiz. Your first exam opened on September 8th and it closes on September 4th. However, exams are a little bit different the way they are delivered. Please pay attention. This is very important. Exams, you can take them any day during this window right here. Like for exam number 1 in particular, you can take it any day between September 8 and September 14. However, once you click on the exam, it will open and it will stay open for 2 hours. After 2 hours, it will close and it will self-submit, meaning that I recommend for you to study for these exams like if you were studying for an exam you were taking on a face-to-face class. Because if you don't, and if you try to find every single answer to every single question, there are 50 of them per exam, you will not be able to do it. Yes, occasionally, let's say you study and question number 14, there is that one particular thing that you don't remember. You have the time to go and look for it, and chances are you're gonna get that question correct, but you will not be able to do every single question. So don't try it because you will not be able to do it. Uh, the best way to do this is study like if you were studying for a face-to-face exam, and then you may have time to look to the answers for maybe 3, 4, 5 questions, and that will actually help you get like a perfect score, hopefully. Okay, so that's actually how quizzes and how exams are delivered. With respect to the labs, they are on a different platform. They are not set on Canvas in order to get to the labs. First of all, you have to buy or purchase the access code at the bookstore. The East Campus bookstore is the one that actually sells the access code for this particular course. And once you get the access code, you need to go, or you can do it through through Canvas. You click on late night labs, and once you get there, you register um, to for that lab platform to do the labs, and it's going to ask you for the section code. This is your section code right here. It is on the syllabus. So you enter that section code and it will give you access to all the labs for this course. I'm going to actually click now to go to that site so that you have a little bit of a overview on how they work. Of course, mine look a little bit differently than yours because I'm the professor, but all it is, once you click on them, I'm going to tell you right now, I had uploaded all the labs, and I am not going to put like due dates or anything like that because like I said, these labs are time consuming. One lab will take you a good 3, maybe 4 hours depending on the lab. And that is if you do it quick. It may take you longer. So my advice to you is don't leave, even though I'm not setting due dates for them, they will be available. Do not leave all of them towards the end, I recommend that you follow the schedule on the syllabus. Your first lab actually is like a tutorial, and you get actually a grade for that. You see, it is a tutorial that is you click on it. Okay, one more thing. If you don't have the Flash player installed on your computers, you have to install it. I'm not gonna do that on this computer. I have it on the computer that I used to grade the lab, but you have to install it in order to be able to see this lab. But once you click on it, going back here, one of the things that first lab does is that it actually guides you through um, how to enter answers to questions, how to record data. Remember, it simulates a real lab, and you need to record data so that you use it at the end to make some conclusions. And then the most important part, once you finish the lab, is you're going to use that information to take a quiz at the end. And the score for that lab is going to be based on completion on the lab and the score that you get on the answering the questions on the quiz. So you got to do both. Okay. Other than that, the last thing is the final examination for this course is a final essay, and I'll actually email you throughout the course to update you on that. But other than that, that's about it. I just wanted to clarify those points. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me at any time. Um, Good luck, and let's go ahead and learn some biology. Thank you.